The following stream contains mature content and subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised. Chicago. Ask someone to picture the city, and they will have trouble coming up with a concise description. When people think of New York City, they think of skyscrapers, subways, and muggers. When they think of Los Angeles, they think of sun, smog, and traffic. When they think of Detroit, they think of cars, factories, and decay. But for those of us that know, there's only one thing we think of when someone mentions Chicago: vampires. And tonight, we tell their story. Good evening and welcome to McStabber Studios' Windy City After Dark. I am the storyteller, Shangy McStabber.
And I am Mama McStabber, and I'll be playing Jacqueline Duran of Clan Venture.
Hi, I'm Mischievous Red, and I'll be playing Isabella Caputo of Clan Toreador.
Good evening, I am Ivy Raven, and I play Genevieve Schutz of Clan Gangrel.
I'm Irian, and I'm playing Roscoe Acres, Clan Tremere.
I'm Timberbred 411, and I'll be playing Nicholas Bowens of Clan Hikata.
And when we were with this coterie last week, well, had a number of things go on. Jackie had met briefly with Cedric at the cabaret. Nicholas, minor visit to the madam. Just minor, nothing bad happens. Roscoe popped in at Benway's and almost got. Jenny had a drive-by at her place and played a human spear through a windshield. And then in the second half, there was a lot of calling people to the carpet and planning retaliation for events. But where we're open up tonight, Nicholas, you had somewhere you planned to be tonight, correct?
Yes, after the little meeting with the spirits, I thought it might be prudent to take a trip over to Sylvester's.
So you head over to Sylvester's Steakhouse, which you actually own. And when you go in and head to the basement down to the speakeasy part where you normally find Sylvester, and you walk in, I assume you're activating Oblivion Sight.
Yeah, typically, like, whenever he gets in, as soon as he gets past, like, anyone being able to see him do it, he throws it on.
When you go in there, Sylvester tonight doesn't appear to be as wounded as he was last time. He's not wounded at all. He's sitting in a back booth. Please give me wits awareness, though. I need you to roll something. Yes, hidden objects counts.
Okay.
Need to know if you can see something.
I will willpower the 2. So that is 5, 6, 7.
7 with a crit. Yep, 7 with a crit. When you go in there, at first you only see Sylvester. Then you realize there's somebody else in the room with you that is attempting to be hidden. You caught just the barest top of them behind the bar that's in the room.
I won't immediately make it obvious that I know they're there, but I'll sort of keep it in my mind.
Okay. And as you approach Sylvester, he just looks over at you. He didn't get up. He hasn't said a thing to you. He's just looking at you. Curious how close you get to him. I know, odd question to ask.
Oh, it really isn't. He doesn't typically get very close to him because it's usually just talking. So I would say like Nicholas may be like a few steps inside of the doorway.
He looks
So if he's in a back booth, it's like across though.
He looks over at you. What do you want?
It seems some people came to visit that shouldn't know. It seems strange that they would come to me given limited information. Are you sending your friends after me?
If I sent my friends after you, you'd know it. And as he's speaking, you suddenly realize something's off about his eyes, but you can't make it out from where you are across the room.
I'll step slightly closer, like maybe a few feet.
When you get a little bit closer, you realize there's a flickering fire in his eyes.
Well, I don't think we've met.
We've met. We just didn't talk. And then you hear high-pitched laughter and a noise as one of the glasses on the bar gets knocked over. And that little girl you saw leading the army is perched up on top of the bar now. I'm afraid your friend Sylvester had an accident. He's no longer with us. Ran his mouth too much.
What? I definitely think that there's a he does seem to be the kind to run his mouth, though maybe not so much anymore.
Oh, he will never run his mouth again. I'll run it for him until I'm found out.
Interesting.
What? You knew when you saw us marching out, we were going to do something. The madam wanted him silenced. We silenced him. And now I get to be him for a while.
I figured he'd put up a good fight. I didn't assume he'd be taken out.
I don't know.
He has proven resourceful in the past.
I don't know how many specters it would have taken to beat him, but I know how many we used. And at that, the little stripling on the bar laughs again.
And at that point, Nicholas will look over at her
and her sharpened teeth. She's sitting on the bar with her legs hanging over the edge, swinging them. But because she's a spirit, her legs kind of clip through the bar in places.
It's like that weird sort of mismatch where it's like physically it looks like she's sitting on the bar, but then there's parts of her that are moving through it. Yeah. I see you've made yourself comfortable.
The little girl looks at you. Always. Have you come to play with me? I need a new playmate. We broke the last one.
Not today.
Play, come play.
And then he'll look over at Sylvester. Well, it seems my point in coming here is, well, frankly, ruined.
Maybe. I mean, what was your point?
Well, considering it dealt with Sylvester and you are not Sylvester.
Since I'm here to sow some chaos. What's your point? Maybe what you come here to talk to me about will help sow that chaos.
What do you know about the Avenging Angels?
Not much. Spoke to the shadow of one of them. Fools. Like most of the restless dead fools. You saying this Sylvester was working with them?
I think he was sympathetic to them. I think he and many like him are easily blinded and not quick to believe that some of us aren't out to use and abuse them.
Wait a second. Are you the one they were talking with and got attacked? I spoke to one of them. Didn't know what the hell he was talking about. I played along. But are you the one that got them attacked?
Not by my own actions, but it seems likely that's what he was referring to.
Who attacked them?
I know, but I'm not at liberty to discuss.
Rough description.
Dead people. Rough enough?
Can you give me a little better than that?
Multiple dead people.
That's fine. I'll just turn the legions out all around where you live, trying to hunt down those that attacked our kind. That should sow enough chaos for a little while. See, we can work together. Just like you work with the madam, you can work with me. Working with me, you are working with the madam.
They were sent as, I'm sure, half insurance policy, half protection.
So, what you're saying is if I have the legions follow you around, they'll probably run into them again. That gives
What
me
I'm saying
multiple ideas.
is, I would appreciate it if they didn't follow me. And maybe you can use that energy for better uses elsewhere.
Good thing I'm not worried about your feelings on the subject. You've given me all the info we need. And when he says we, once again, the little girl laughs again. Darla, be a good girl. Run off and let the mistress know. And the little stripling jumps off the bar and walks right out through the wall.
Is it the same location in the wall where the other spirits have gone?
Nope. She seems to exit, the general layout, the orientation of the building. She is heading straight back towards the madams by the shortest route.
I somehow feel that Sylvester will turn out to have been more pleasant to work with.
It seemed like a pompous ass to me. Thought his Stygian steel was enough to stop us. And the beauty of it all is, for every specter he kills, he just feeds oblivion.
Well, since you're not Sylvester, is there something you prefer I call you?
Call me Sylvester. That's who I am. Till I'm found out.
You're found out.
By you. I wouldn't advise you running around and attempting to warn the rest in the city. I think that would be interfering with certain plans you're not part of. She would be very upset.
Well, it seems I don't want to be stalked and threatened, and you don't want to be found out, so...
A compact then, huh?
Leave me be, and I'll leave you be.
I can do that. We're still going to search around where you live. We won't follow you.
Then it almost seems like people around you might hear whispers that Sylvester's acting a little strange. Not telling people, that's how this works, right?
Then it almost seems you'll have a haunting problem. A level you don't want to deal with. I've met your kind before. I know what you can do. There's more of us than there are of you. Let's just keep it even. We won't follow you and you'll keep your mouth shut. That's a good deal.
Till later, Sylvester.
Have a good one, whoever you are.
Then Nicholas will walk out.
Hey, do you do anything after you leave?
I will use the sat phone to send a very short message to my sire.
Okay.
Sat phone?
You can send it
We
from
have a
sat
sat phone, can't you?
Yeah, you can send it to a general one.
But doesn't that fuck up the sat phone?
It could be intercepted at the far end, yeah. Could be.
Then I'll use the burner phone because that's a fair point.
Okay, you got a burner phone, go ahead.
Your friends have been found out.
That's all you send?
Best to lay low. And then that's all he'll send.
Okay. Do you wait for a response or do you just break the SIM card and ditch the phone?
He'll wait for a short amount of time, maybe like an hour or two, and then he'll break it if he doesn't get anything back.
Okay. Thankfully, there's nothing in there that would tip off or any way trigger any kind of an investigation because you use no words that could mean anything what you sent. But you do get a reply back. It's very succinct. They'll handle themselves or I'll send more. Breakage happens.
And then he won't respond to that. He'll just destroy the phone.
Okay. One thing I'm going to remind you. Your sire he's become a lot more cold since the family reunion.
Yeah. I'm starting to realize that he doesn't care, but I also don't appreciate his whatever attracting more unnecessary attention than I like to attract myself.
He has a subtlety problem.
Yeah, a lot of us do. It's that whole looking like dead people thing.
Mm-hmm. So, as you head out, you send anything else, or is that it for you for now?
It's it for now.
Okay.
Anything else that may or may not come of this, he'll wait to tell somebody in person where it's harder to intercept.
Okay. That's good. So now we're going to flash over. I got to pull something up real quick. I got to find it. There it is. Flashing over to Jackie. You're popping over to Morgan's Steakhouse tonight. When you go in, at this point,
She just walks to the back.
yeah, the maitre d' at the front, he looks at you. He's used to you in his room.
Excellent, thank you.
No problem. Should I send a waiter in, or you going to be in there playing chess?
I'll be playing chess.
Rents that damn room for that so often.
He's actually quite excellent at it. I'm learning lots.
Yeah, that's good. As long as he's paying.
Mm-hmm.
And you head back to the room. When you go in there, Cedric is in the room by himself.
Mm.
And he's got a chessboard. It's mid-game. And as you walk in, you realize he's playing chess against himself.
Keeping your wits sharp there, friend.
No, but if you pay attention, you're going to see something.
And she looks very closely.
And as you watch and he continues a few more moves, you realize when he sets back and looks at it, he's made a perfect stalemate. Neither side can move a piece at all.
Without giving up.
Without check. Neither piece can take a piece. He has stalemated the board with no pieces lost on both sides.
She walks around and leans over his shoulder to look and says, "Your mind is absolutely fascinating."
Trying to do this for a while. It's very difficult. You've got to plan a number of moves ahead to stalemate the game.
Mm-hmm. And then she walks back around and sits down.
Well, I can re-rack, but I'll go get a different.
Don't worry.
Let's leave this one where it stands. I want to look at this a while.
Absolutely.
It's hard to stalemate the game.
I swear. You never cease to impress me, Cedric.
What can I do for you?
Information to give you.
I always like information.
I know you do.
Stock and trade, they might say.
Exactly. As you know, Loden was seen near Benway's place.
Yeah.
He now has people guarding Benway's place. They appear to be homeless, but upon closer observation, they also appear to have military training.
Don't worry about Benway's place. There's no Benway's place anymore.
Oh?
That place burned down this morning.
Goodness, were there any casualties?
Not that I've heard. But I haven't heard from Benway yet either. But you say they were military.
Possibly, or maybe SWAT.
You know, every prince has their own method of using security.
Mhm.
Their own way of controlling the reins of power. Jackson uses the gangs in the city. Works pretty well. His bodyguards are gang members. Do you know what Loden's specialty was?
Police.
Exactly.
We have that in common.
He is, I was going to say was, but is a bit more wider dispersed than what you had.
Of course, I kept it small scale while in this city.
Yeah, he ran most of the police forces in the city.
Mm-hmm.
SWAT was used for his bodyguard quite a bit. They were also used as a way to punish those who displeased him.
Hmm.
Well, odd tip about running a drug den out of your house, and then suddenly
SWAT's there.
the SWAT's there, kicking in the door in the middle of the night.
Yes, I think that I've one of my ghouls is a more modern person, and he told me that there's a trend where online people bullying others will have people swatted. It's basically that.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Except, unlike an anonymous tip, it was called an anonymous tip. It was him.
Yes.
So they went in with
Aiming his tools at things.
specific orders.
Yes.
Sometimes it was shoot up the living in there. Our kind get upset when you gun down a few ghouls.
Hmm.
Sometimes it was locking up a kindred.
Hmm.
You kind of start to contemplate things if you end up in a jail cell when morning is approaching,
Yes.
hoping you'll get released on bail before the sunlight comes in. Very useful at that. So if you saw that, you saw SWAT members. That means he's already got his claws into some of the police around here.
Mm-hmm.
Hard part would be figuring out which ones, because, as I said, he had all of them. Nice chain. Doesn't take that many ghouls when you think about it. You just got to suborn the right people.
Right. One's in charge.
That's right. Or the ones that are the most popular amongst their friends.
Right. The
Then you
natural
pack-
leaders.
And you pack that very SWAT teams with the most ethically bankrupt you can find. Then you don't even need to ghoul them. They'll do whatever.
Right.
Whether it's for kicks, money, drugs, whatever you need. You get the leverage to them, and they'll pretty much do your bidding without any fancy powers.
No, just favors.
Especially if they know internal affairs won't do shit about it,
Exactly.
because you've taken them to.
Interesting.
His bodyguards are good. I would not advise going up against them.
Not trying to.
Most of them are trained in how to deal with kindred.
Of course they are.
Their shotguns are notoriously filled with fire-causing devices.
Of course they are.
Did you realize that flashbang stuffed in your pocket before it detonates will set you on fire pretty quick?
Makes sense. Luckily, I don't have pockets.
Funny.
No, it's really not. It's quite ridiculous how modern designers design women's clothes.
Wouldn't know about that.
No, you wouldn't. But yes, so there's information for you to know the status of his endeavors.
That's useful info.
Have anything useful to give to me back?
Now, what do you need an info on?
Anything you care to share? Anything you think would be beneficial to me?
Y'all really pissed off some anarchs.
Yeah.
They've been calling in some favors.
Really?
Yeah. Well, they don't have the numbers here.
No?
They've pulled in some favors from other places.
Hmm.
I wouldn't be shocked if they don't up the ante from drive-bys here soon. They've pulled in some Gary people.
Oh, lovely. I've killed some of those before.
Yeah, they know.
Mm-hmm.
Now that the word of Tyrus's disappearance and fall is getting around, you're going to find they get a lot more recruits than they used to. Now, if you want some real info, I can give you some real info.
Sure.
But it'll cost you. You'll owe me.
Of course.
My contacts in the tower say the wolf pack will be dissolved within a month. Or at least as archons they will.
I expect it.
It's coming. They may not know it yet, but it's coming. My contacts tell me the one who led that charge is one Miss Dawn Nakata.
Of course she did. I believe she is tainted.
She's something. I don't have a lot on her other than my contacts say she's a bit of a bitch.
Oh, that's being generous. She is a machine. She is a monster.
Glad she don't work for my Justicar.
She is also pegged to become the next Malkavian Justicar, because Juliet is out of favor.
She's been doing it a while.
Not that long, just since 2012.
Long enough.
But her ways are old.
Yeah. I don't have any contacts to give me a say on all that. But the one I speak with, I let it filter down that they're going to be losing their spot.
Appreciate that, Cedric. Let me know what it costs when you figure it out.
And he actually looks at you. You're not the only agent around here.
I know. I know there's plenty. Even Nero is one.
I've heard that rumor.
It's confirmed.
You don't serve the right one then.
Shrek.
Like I said, don't serve the right one.
Exactly.
No. There's only one good Justicar to serve. You'll
Yours?
find bald, spiky ears, fangs. They're the best ones to serve.
Oh,
Look, clan before sect, even though I don't always act that way.
I know.
Got to put my priorities straight.
I
at least.
know. It's expected. Well, enjoy studying your mastery here.
There's a lesson to be learned from this game. One you should learn too. It's not always about winning the game.
I know.
Perfect stalemate stops the game totally, doesn't it?
It sure does.
It's the hardest one to pull off.
Yes, if I can ever figure it out, it'll be the one I do.
Best one, though.
I know. Deadlock.
Deadlock.
Have a lovely evening, Cedric.
You too, Jackie. As Jackie gets up, do you have anything to do as you're leaving?
After she gets back in the car, she arranges to meet with Dredd.
Okay, we'll make a note of that. And now we've got to pop over to, well, the House of Lilith, because Jenny was going to visit there. Who drove you tonight, Jenny?
I think Jenny drove herself. So she's yeah.
And as you pull up there, Vicky's on the door tonight. You've gotten to know a number of the door women. And she just smiles and waves you through. You're not checked. You're not paying covers. You just go on in. And as you go in and look around the place, you're shocked to see somebody you know is in the crowd that you didn't expect to see there. Isabella is at one of the tables off to the side. And right now going on is there's a woman up on stage doing burlesque. One of the queens are doing a burlesque show. And Isabella is like, literally every time the woman moves a hand, Isabella's whole body's swaying, matching the beat.
I imagine Isabella is like sitting as close as she can, though.
Oh, you're right by the stage, right at the edge.
Okay, cool.
Ginny just kind of just like, and then she's going to not necessarily beeline, but kind of work her way kind of around and then to the table, if that makes sense.
As you're working around, Urzule beats you about halfway around the place. Ginny, good to see you.
Good evening, Urzule.
How are you doing?
Doing fine. Just figured I'd pop in, hang out, do a little, I don't know, take in a show. So
your friend's here. She's been here. Wow. Second night she's been here.
Wow. Is she
She's been enjoying a special brew.
Okay, that makes sense with her body movements I noticed when I came in. So is she okay, or?
I don't ask. She wanted a drink. I got her a drink.
I mean, is she okay? Like, she hasn't caused any problems. Like, she's not coming in here.
No, that particular drink doesn't make you violent. She did make a few offers, but most of the queens around here do understand to wait until somebody's off the effects before they accept an offer.
I gotcha. Well, I just figured I'd make sure, because if she was doing anything she shouldn't be doing, then I would
oh no, she's been a joy. I'm hoping we could convince her to get up and sing maybe a little later. I was hoping. I don't know if she will.
I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure it wouldn't take too much convincing.
Do you need a drink? I can get you a drink.
Oh, no, I'm okay. I'm just drinking and thoughts sometimes don't go too well for me. So,
well, I'm going to go back to moving around. It's a busy night. I've got to put in my appearance everywhere at every single table. Oh, yeah. The pains of running a place like this.
You love it. If you didn't, you wouldn't. Look, you do what you love. I'll do what I love. So
now you're halfway to the secret of the universe.
Hopefully, but only halfway. That kind of sucks.
Oh, that's the pleasure side.
We're working towards it. So,
and she leans in and kisses both of your cheeks, and then again runs her hand down your arm as she turns to, and she is literally going table to table.
Oh yeah. So Ginny will more directly go towards Isabella's table at this point then. So and once she gets there, she's probably actually going to come up behind Isabella, since Isabella is like fixated on the stage. She's not going to come up behind
an empty cup in front of her that the residual at the bottom, you can tell, is the Urzule special for sure. Same blood red color. That's real thick. It's not opaque at all.
Gotcha. I would say Ginny will probably, as she's gonna sit down in a chair like next to behind kind of is Isabella, but like just once she sits down, she'll be like, "You okay, Isabella?"
Ginny, it's been too long. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I mean, how are you doing?
Great. This was an amazing show.
It looked like you were really enjoying it when I came in, so.
But you don't have a drink.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm good, so.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I had a drink the other night, so I'm good.
Do it yourself. And she'll kind of just go back to watching.
All right. Ginny's actually going to kind of like lean over with her like head next, sort of behind still, but like next to Isabella's ear. So I'm just be like, "Are you sure you're okay?"
Isabella,
Feel great.
your skin tingles when she gets that close. Even though she's not touching you, you can almost feel that she is touching you. Just that's how heightened this drug has made you feel.
I imagine she probably like shivers a little bit. I feel great. That's kind of the point.
Feeling wasn't really what I was trying to get at. I was just making sure you're okay. Like, most people don't do this 2 nights in a row, so.
I mean, it's fun.
Fun is subjective, but
You haven't had enough of this then.
no. I mean, I know you're unfortunately not in the best state for me to be asking questions. I know based on our previous encounters with the special. So like, are you okay? Not like, I mean, is this you trying to run from something?
I mean, I don't know. You don't really think when you're here.
That sounds dangerous.
Sometimes you just gotta let go. There's too much. Just too much. And sometimes he's gotta feel.
I would say to each their own, but I just don't want you to chase that red rabbit down a hole that you can't come back from.
Would it really be so bad?
Well, I guess it depends on what your aspirations are.
Amelia takes care of those.
Why? What do you mean?
I mean, whatever she gets her little hands on seems to go not the way anticipated.
Okay. Well, that's she's
What?
your
What I wouldn't give to run my hands along my Italian desk right now. Be amazing.
Why can't you
Amelia.
okay.
Burn it.
Okay. You know there's other options for things to like run your hands on. We don't have to like, it doesn't have to be like and no, that's not me hitting on you. That's me saying like we could go take in a late night art show somewhere that's got,
You're right. You're right. I'm just saying it feels better when you've had a few of these drinks.
okay. That's fine. I guess it's the it's just, to me, it's the concerning nature of multiple nights in a row. So that's why I was making sure. So like I don't know. You've obviously enjoyed it previously.
Have you indulged in this yet, Jenny?
No, I like to
One
operate
night.
on his
One night. For me, and she'll like lean in like really close to like Jenny and like put her arms on her her hands on her shoulders.
Which makes you shiver again.
It's a very sweet offer, Isabella, but I'm one of those people who likes to be in as much control of myself so that I can survey the situation and respond accordingly. So
See, I was once like you. And then I did it. And then I realized how much that mentality sucks.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I don't have to do anything different. I can do something fantastic and then revel in the moment. Like the other
Can
night.
you, though? If you're always keeping eye on the control of whatever it is and having to worry 100% about whatever you're thinking about at any given time.
I mean, mostly I'm thinking about how my money is stacking up.
Mostly. You're thinking about that, though. That's not...
Of course.
Yeah. Let go.
Oh. I've let go before. Everybody,
Yeah?
I think everybody in
When?
the group has seen it.
When?
Let's see. I bared out in that hallway. Oh, I guess you didn't see that. There was the field. The other night, I threw myself through a car windshield. So
You're letting go as being really aggressive.
No, not necessarily aggressive. It's more reciprocal force and action.
But here's the thing: then you're not letting go, because you're calculating.
I guess we have different standards of letting go. Your letting go is trying to, whatever it is. Are you like, you're feeling things? I'm assuming because you're swaying and you're shivering and you're. It's probably my own blood, my own. We have a different attachment to our nights compared to like how you do. Does that make sense?
Because you're refusing to experience. That's
no.
We grow so old, and we just forget what it's like.
I guess I like I said, I guess there has to be the people who worry. There has to be the people who try to look out for one another. And as a group, we try to look out for one another. And I'm just making sure that someone's looking out for you right now.
But here's the thing, Jenny. Does that always have to be you?
It's not always me.
When is it not?
I think usually it's Jackie who's doing that.
But you're always contributing to it. Enjoy one night. This is Urzule's place. She'll protect you. She friggin' loves you.
I know she loves me.
I love you.
I'm sure you do. Look, I'm not going to tell you what to do or not do. You can do whatever you're going to do. I'm just trying to make sure that in this moment, I'm making sure you're okay because that's what I want to do. If that offends you, if you don't like that, I can leave. I don't have to.
It doesn't offend me. I just don't get it. And I wish you would try. That's all.
Maybe one of these nights I will.
Maybe.
See, here's the thing. I'm more than happy and willing to help you have your experience. Like if you said you wanted to feel.
This isn't about me. This is about you.
But it is about you. What are you talking about me?
It's about you. They need to let go.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Has anybody ever told you? No, never mind. I wonder. Oh, gosh.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
You're talking about like what? Me wanting to like strangle you right now?
Your whole like being flabbergasted with what to do right now.
Oh, no. I'm just. You're right. I am flabbergasted. Because I'm just thinking. I don't want there to be two of us in this position right now, which is also why I'm not doing this tonight.
Zule would take care of you. She runs this place like a goddamn machine.
Zule would take care of me by pouncing on me.
And
the threat of the Watcher has been put out there, and I don't necessarily do public shows, so.
Because you worry too much.
No. It's not. That's you God, yeah. I'd take your drink away from you, but you've already obviously worked all the way through it, so
You're right. Can I have another? Waitress? Server?
And it's not long before, and once again, almost goblet style glass, that another thick red liquid is placed before you.
And she kind of offers it to Jenny first. You sure?
if I took a sip of that, are you going to leave me alone?
A gulp.
A gulp? Okay, see that's the drunk talking. Like who quantifies their drinks
I
gulps?
would do this if I wasn't under the influence, Jenny. You have to know me better than that.
I know you do it if you weren't under the influence. The influence isn't
It's not
helping.
the drunk
though.
talking.
I didn't say that.
You did though.
I know. No.
See, you get so caught up in whatever has to be right and wrong, and then you contradict yourself, and then you get all flabbergasted. Just take the damn drink.
Fine. You know what? Look, this is the one time I'm gonna let you bully me into doing something like this, but never again. So Jenny's going to not take a gulp. She's going to take a small sip just to faux pretend also just to kind of get
So
Isabella will try and push the glass up so Jenny takes more.
No, Jenny will actively fight against that though.
Okay, so I'm not going to make Isabella roll, but Jenny, you can roll a Dex Athletics roll to try to react before her hand smacks it up. One
Fucking
success. I
love
assume
it.
you're going to willpower that one.
Aw, damn.
3. Her hand comes up, but you manage to pull the cup away. It does spill a bit on you, but you don't get much more. Now, did you drink any of it? Or just hold it to your lips?
I basically was gonna put the cup to my lips. I got the tiniest sip of it, so because I've stuck my finger in it that one time.
So your lips and your tongue are tingling. That's
it. Very good. Yes.
You're such a liar.
I'm not lying.
That wasn't the agreement.
Well, the agreement.
You said you would do a gulp.
No, you said I should do a gulp,
and you agreed.
No, I said I would take a sip, and then you tried to smack the cup. So, I think you.
Isabella takes the cup back and takes a drink, and then goes back to watching the show, and just shakes her head.
Look, I'm gonna hang out. If you need a ride, or if you need somebody to take you somewhere or something, I will help you out. But it's obvious that I'm not helping here. So, yeah.
You could be. I'll call Emilio.
All right, you do that. Hopefully you stay safe, Isabella. So, Jenny actually is going to just kind of get up, push her chair in, and she's going to leave.
Okay. So you leave the place, leaving Isabella, who is riding that snake right now, pretty hard. And I'm sure at some point Isabella returns to her haven, because as the sun rises and a new day starts, Roscoe, I need you to make a humanity roll. You need to roll a number of dice equal to your humanity, please. So 6 dice, no bonuses. Difficulty for this roll is 3. Pray it works. There's no quick humanity roll, unfortunately. You just have to grab 6 dice and roll them.
I see 2, 3, 4, 5.
Grab 5, right-click the mouse once, and it'll bump it to 6. Yep.
There we go.
2 successes. So you are sleeping as the front of your place is engulfed in flames, and you do not wake. As the fire begins to really burn, roll again. Three's enough. You wake in time to put a fire out that's on you. Take 1 aggravated wound. As you realize the whole place is on fire.
This is fine.
It's daylight. You're sluggish. Your blood is barely reacting. But Michael kicks the door into the room where you're sleeping at this time. I've noticed the flames. Sir, we got to get out of here.
Yeah.
We can get to your truck. But it's not going to go well for you. It's daylight, sir.
You got a bag to put me in?
We can grab some blankets, throw them over you. Might work. How long can you stay awake?
I don't know. Probably not 2.
Run to the back of the shop. The fire started out front. I'll move your truck to the back door.
Okay.
I'll throw blankets in the back seat, the extended cab. You have to throw yourself under the blankets. And he just turns and runs, grabbing blankets as he does. So you move out to the back?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And as you move to the back, the whole front of the place is up in flames. Burning. As you hear the car pull up out back. Now, I'm going to make you roll dex athletics. Dex athletics, death athletics. It's sunlight.
Yeah.
How quickly can you move to get into the vehicle? I mean, it's hard to function with daylight going. 1 success. You going with that, or are you going to willpower that?
I'm going to willpower that.
Two successes. As you hear the truck pull right up, he gets as close as he can to the door, but you have to dive out in the sunlight. As you move out into the sunlight, the sun burns you. You'll take 1 more aggravated damage as you're diving into it, because it doesn't take much sunlight. Even the shade from the overhang covering to the vehicle still burns even in the shade. You don't have to be direct sunlight to get burned as you dive under the vehicle. And the moment you're under the blankets, you realize you're not burning at the time. The lethargy of daylight seeps back into you, and you sleep once again. Right here, everybody, as Roscoe is unconscious in the back of his vehicle, is where we're going to go to break. We will see everybody in 10 minutes. Please enjoy the break, everybody.
Introduce myself, though I fear you've heard my name, and that you've heard the story of Countess Bathory. told by the victors, heroic warriors, and mad kings. Will you hear my story from the lips of Bathory? They call me blood-sucking demon, queen of hell, sadistic killer, a monster tale, bathing in the blood of virgins, beautiful, drinking the blood of virgins, youthful, the blood countess. Who is she really? Who is she really? Blood countess. Who is she really? Isabella Bathory. I was very wealthy and powerful, a widow with political rivals keen to destroy me and take my property. My plea was never offered, all my confessors were all tortured, or how they destroyed me for my property. They put me up, shut me up, shut me up, put me up, put me up, shut me up, shut me up, and told a story of a bitch called Bathory, blood-sucking demon, queen of hell, sadistic killer, a monster tale, bathing in the blood of virgins, beautiful, drinking the blood of virgins, youthful, the blood countess. Who is she really? Who is she really? Blood countess. Who is she really? Isabella Bathory. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. I've always been the hunter, nothing on my tail. There was something in you I knew could make that change. To capture a predator, you can't remain the prey. You have to become an equal in every way. So look in the mirror and tell me, who do you see? Is it still you? Or is it me? Become the beast. We don't have to hide. Do I terrify you? Or do you feel alive? Do you feel the hunger? Does it howl inside? Does it terrify you? Or do you feel alive? Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. So embrace the darkness, and I will help you see that you can be limitless and fearless if you follow me. We are the lions in a world of lies. We are the predators, the hunters, the hunters, the hunters. Become the beast. We don't have to hide. Do I terrify you? Do you feel alive? Do you feel the hunger? Does it howl inside? Does it terrify you? Or do you feel alive? Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin to burrow within. Do you burrow within? Do you feel the hunger? Does it howl inside? Does it terrify you? Or do you feel alive?
welcome back. Before the break, we had a number of scenes go on. Nicholas found out something bad about Sylvester. Press F in chat for Sylvester, everybody. Jackie went talked to Cedric. It actually he gave her something she owes him for, but actually it's pretty big info. He is much like she is. Isabella and Jenny were at the house of Lilith, where Isabella was having a very good time, and Jenny was trying to talk sense into her. And of course, we burned Roscoe's shop again, and Roscoe in the process this time. And as we open up, the sun is set. Roscoe, you were in the back of this truck until the sun set so that you could get out. And you healed what you could of your aggravated wounds, but you can only heal one aggravated a day, so you're still singed a bit. Who calls the Coterie meeting? Is it Roscoe because he's crispy?
Sure, why not?
So Roscoe's fried chicken down there calls a Coterie meeting. And you all gather in the club as you're all together as you see Roscoe come in, obviously singed.
What on earth happened to you, Roscoe?
I look better now. Someone set fire to my shop where I was staying overnight. And I didn't wake up in time.
Do you have any idea who did it?
Oh yes, it was the homeless that Loden and Benway had set on me.
Yes, the SWAT.
Mm-hmm.
I got confirmation that it is SWAT.
Okay. Is that a pattern for him?
Yes. When Loden was prince, he had control of the police forces in the city. And he used SWAT as bodyguards and hitmen. They have shotguns that shoot fire. They are trained basically to deal with kindred if need be.
They just use conventional means on me, but
yes, they were
nonetheless.
basically retaliating because the ghouls used your truck.
I mean, it was day. They didn't have to go above and beyond. We're pretty defenseless.
Right. Well, I assume it's probably tit for tat and it's done now.
I wouldn't be so sure.
You don't think so?
I get the feeling that he won't just let it go.
Do we need to do something else to stop it?
I have to think about that. I might take Victor up on his offer of help.
We might be able to kill two birds with one stone. I have come to find I have no further use for Sylvester's. So it's probably time to burn that place to the ground.
What on earth?
It seems he, in his role as soldier on the other side, came to another untimely end. It seems some background. I recently took a trip to the Madam by myself. And while I was there, she sent a small army towards Sylvester's. I believe the phrase that they used was he was running his mouth and they needed to shut him up.
What was he running his mouth about?
Didn't feel the need to ask. I know that he had let it slip that I was asking about avenging angels, and then they showed up at my door. Regardless, should you find yourself in the immediate you may still see Sylvester, just be wary.
What do you mean?
I mean, it's not him, he's dead.
But it's something that looks like him.
Yes. And it is currently taking up residence in the, or I guess business, in the steakhouse, which has no longer proven useful, seeing as I acquired it simply as leverage on Sylvester, should I need it.
So then what exactly is the two birds, one stone idea with this?
Frame Benway. I can burn the building down, which will assuredly annoy our new friend, but
I can do you one better. I can burn it down as Benway.
your shape-changing trick.
Comes in handy.
Did the madam send? What is there?
Yes. I don't
Why
think
would
they
she
are.
care that he was talking to the avenging angels?
I imagine he was talking about all manner of things that weren't his business, and she didn't appreciate that.
Yes, but usually destroying someone is personal.
Isabella may be able to speak to this, but coming from an Italian background, it's doesn't take a lot to come off as personal.
Yeah, I would have just done it. I mean,
But then again, considering what I suspect the madam is, there are spirits that don't particularly take kindly to what they refer to as abominations.
Okay.
So what I'm hearing is that we really need to not get dragged into a war with the spirits, since apparently the madam has her goons that are much better than the ones that are not hers. So
They have made it abundantly clear that they don't intend to bother me, but they're also going to be making my immediate vicinity a pain. So I don't know, call it convenient pettiness, but it seems burning down the steakhouse now is useful.
And you will
More
collect the
than keeping
insurance
it.
money.
Honestly, I don't care if I do.
I know, but you will.
you should care more about the fact that it's the I know we're on the outs on the surface, with the prince right now, but a member of the court attacking a domain that is been a special privilege, as it were, might be an extra little, like, I don't know. I don't do the politics thing, so.
There is one concern with that, and that is that the prince was upset that there was a bombing at our club. So if there is another destruction of property in our domain, it could go either way. It could show us as vulnerable without the prince's favor. Which may bring our enemies closer to the surface.
It could. At the same time, though, why would they ever want to work with us if we can even protect our own stuff?
No. I'm talking they will come for us. And that brings them out into
so
the
it brings
open.
them either way.
Right. It brings them
I
out
see what
into
you're
the
saying.
open.
Okay.
And another thing it does is it aims the madam, if it's her soldiers that are doing this and setting up shop in Sylvester's, it makes the madam go after Benway.
I love it. That sounds great.
I say do it. It's a calculated risk.
Is it open tonight, Nicholas? Do it after this?
Everyone should be out by 1:30 or so.
Okay.
And then once the investigation is cleared and the rubble is cleared away, we rebuild something else there.
Maybe.
Well, the pit is now closed. Yes, after the car got rammed into it by the old man having an episode, the electricity was doing weird things, shorting out and things. And then I sent Lamar's people, Tariq and the gang, to do a drive-by, and for surprisingly, those bullets were incredibly enhanced. I don't know what your little mage girl did to that place, but needless to say, one of those bullets punched not only through furniture and walls, it actually pierced a propane tank on the grill in the kitchen, and it exploded.
Oh, that's terrible. Not really.
Yeah, and Anarchs are really pissed and calling in reinforcements from Galley. Yes. Yes, it's terrible.
This is probably obvious, but considering what happened to Roscoe and everything else, it's the attempt on my holdings and the attempt on Roscoe's previously, or followed through attempt on Roscoe's previously. Might be wise to find other places to lay your head.
Agreed.
That's not as obvious or known. Sounds like we're gonna have a lot more anarchs coming after us. So, I mean, I'm always ready to fight, but I just don't know about, I don't want to do it in the day. So
Yeah. No, I understand, but honestly, I do have a little bit of just protection based on location. I am inside the loop and not far from the prince's holdings. They will not come that far into the city.
If anybody needs a particular place to hide, I know quite a few cozy mausoleums in the city.
There's also the apartments in the basement here.
I was going
Or
to
that.
say you can always utilize the keys I gave her out at Christmas. So
Mhm.
I'm as I will probably be spending more time in the loop just for when I sleep anyway. So
I don't want to draw attention to your place, and I'm sure I'm being followed all the time.
it's fair.
But yes, definitely the apartments downstairs are available for however long you need. And of course, we are close to a rack if you need feeding. So,
Yes.
and there is the escape route through the Undercity that leads to the garage at the far edge of our domain. If you need an escape. I am personally not too concerned. I also have basically security through the wazoo in my haven. And I don't mind being the bait, as it were. It takes a fool to come after a Ventru in this city. I am happy to be the bait. But I want each of you to take your precautions. How damaged is your store, Roscoe?
It's pretty bad. And it may end up getting condemned. I'm not sure there's a whole lot to be salvaged from it. I mean, insurance will cover some of it, but I mean, there were some
Priceless things.
Yeah.
I am terribly sorry for the loss.
These things happen.
I understand, but I know knowledge is important to you.
It is.
Luckily, we do have a library here. What you have salvaged, you can place there, of course.
Thank you.
Of course.
I'll have my people start collecting books for you, Roscoe.
Thank you, Jenny.
Oh, you're welcome. Anything to help.
I will also put out some words to people I know in certain circles. They find some esoteric writings to send them our way.
That would be much appreciated.
Of course. I also found out that the wolf pack will be abolished within the month.
Any particular reason?
Because
other than-
Tyrus fell.
So they would take the whole wolf pack down.
Yes. It was spearheaded by Don Nakota, Archon of the Malkavian clan. And I wonder how she found out Tyrus died. Because I did not inform her that.
And there's a very limited set of people who knew.
Exactly.
What does she have to benefit from the wolf pack being dismantled?
Gets them out of her way.
From what exactly?
Oh, she's just a grade A bitch. So
She
when
is.
I mean,
got-
that's fair.
But
she's
I
got, like,
also
axe
think
to
she is
grind.
corrupted. Somehow. Someone has their claws in her. Whether she is aware of it or not. I don't know who.
Well, Maxwell was the one who made the drone video of the fight.
And I know she has agents within the Anox. So perhaps that is how she learned, because the Anarchs were talking about it. Perhaps it is benign like that, but I still have my suspicions of her. Something just... There's red flags waving in my mind. Like she asked me if I had told Juliet I planned to pursue Praxis of Milwaukee. Like she was going to do it instead. To set me up. I'm like, you bitch. Luckily, I was able to take her teeth out for that one. I was like, no, of course. I know my job. All of you need to be exceptionally careful in these coming nights. We are not favored, and there are those who will try to take advantage. Be very careful about your survival.
Not gonna lie, you're making me a little worried about tonight, Jackie. Are we sure that's the best course of action then?
Jenny,
It's risky.
can you keep watch from above to make sure she's safe?
Yeah, I can do that.
Thank you.
Unseen or, well, unseen to the
Well,
humans.
if it's above, it's not like you'll be on camera.
True.
I mean, if you're an
yeah.
owl.
Yeah. I mean, I can always perch somewhere too, so.
If the gargoyle can get away unseen, I'm sure you'll be fine.
Oh yeah. It'll be easy, so.
Yeah. As an owl, you can fly above the cameras. But Jess. I need to inform Dredd. I've already arranged a meeting with him. So.
Well, hopefully he doesn't want to do something stupid like try and stick around and fight, since I'm sure there's just many people upset with him.
He's
or
not.
More, so
He is not.
that's good.
He is not a stupid man. He has a lot of wisdom. And thinks things through. He already kind of expected that this might happen. And he is just trying to prevent the fallout from it, from being completely catastrophic to those like Nitro, the young ones. He is a gangrel that has been around a long time. He understands that packs sometimes don't last.
Are you gonna recommend any particular course of action for them? Could use it in our favor.
Nadine is the unknown. Unfortunately, she will not probably want to associate with us because of her displeasure with Nicholas. Dredd has tried to explain to her that there's nothing Nicholas could have done to stop it. But she is still upset that, even if it was inadvertent, a ghost associated with him caused Tyrus's fall. So, I don't know. It's been a number of nights since I last spoke with him. I will get an update from him and find out what is the status of his pack. And I already have offered hospitality to him. And I am pretty sure he will align with us. But I do not know about Nitro. But do not think that Dredd is not an asset. Not only is he an old gangrel, quite powerful, he also has connections to motorcycle gangs.
Oh yes, no, that's why I wanted to make sure
Plentiful.
whatever he chose
Yeah,
was good. for us.
He will be aligned with, well, me. So. That you do not have concern for, but Nitro I'm uncertain. But I will give you an update once I speak with him.
All right, Jenny, we probably should head out soon.
Yep.
Burning daylight or whatever, unless anyone has anyone else.
Jackie puts a hand on Roscoe's. Truly, I am sorry.
Thank you, but like I said, these things happen.
I know.
I mean, we're part of the political life in the city. I mean,
No offense, but anyone with any status is going to be,
Mhm.
whether they
Right.
want to or not, because they're going to get notice of the players in the city. Take some time, recover.
Thanks.
Michael, of course, is welcome here.
Thank you. Because he was very helpful in
Of
getting
course
me
he
out.
was. That poor man. Well, I need to go. Good night, everyone.
Good night, Jackie.
Jackie heads out to go meet with Dredd. Isabella, you have a plan, don't you?
I do. I am trying to consider one thing first, and I have a question.
Okay.
So to change her face shape, it takes about a scene. Given the alleyways around the area, does she feel like she could do that within the alleys and not be discovered?
I'm sure if you, at the hour you're doing it, things have calmed down. You're not going to do it in the prime hour where everything's packed. You can
Okay.
easily find a hidden place in one of the alleys where nobody will see you.
Perfect.
Jackie's police force has still been running the unhoused out of your area. That is a thing that she has never told her police officer to stop doing. So you'll find most of your alleys are empty of people because they
Okay.
get roughed up and thrown out or roughed up and locked up.
Perfect then. So yeah, she'll go into an alley nearby,
Okay.
and she will change her face shape.
Okay. So you're going to be rolling your resolve protean
Yep.
as you
Aw.
stand with a mirror that you brought with you just for this purpose to see what you're doing to your face. And the rest of your body, to be fair, because you're going to change a lot about yourself.
Oh, and that's not one dice. I fucked up. Oh, that wasn't my dice. Never mind.
Nope.
No, that was me rolling my rouse check to turn into an owl. So
Is it? Okay, hold on. I tried to click something and then it didn't work, and now it's.
Being weird.
I
Resolve protean.
willpower that.
Okay.
Wait, actually, I only need the one success. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna willpower it in case I need to make it. In case I need to fix it. In case I
Well,
mess
after
up.
you roll, it's successful. Now it's a dexterity craft check.
I wasn't sure if I could roll, so willpower it to make the power more effective,
It doesn't
then-
need one for that one. So-
just in case I fuck up the face shape. Then I can use another point that I've earned to try again.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. You can do that if you want to willpower
Yeah.
it.
Okay. Just in
I
case I
see what
mess
you're
up.
going with there. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So you'll have two chances to do it. And then it's going to be a dexterity craft.
Okay.
You need 5 to make yourself look like a specific person. So you probably want to rouse on that one.
Yeah, I
surge
will
it.
surge. Yeah. Yeah.
Because that'll bump you up.
And I will willpower that.
There you go.
Perfect.
6 is enough. You can make yourself look exactly like Benway. It's actually kind of frightening looking into the mirror as you've changed not only your face, but your body shape, your size, everything you've pushed and molded around until you look like Benway. It's a frightening transformation, to be honest.
Okay. Then she will walk up into Sylvester's and going through the back.
Through the hidden, or the door to the speakeasy, the back entrance that you all had put on it.
Yep. And then she's assuming she like talk with Nicholas where this is, because that's just common sense. She's gonna go to any gas tanks that may be used for heating in the building or in the steakhouse,
Well,
or gas for the stove.
Because the speakeasy part was also before you had it storage. There is propane in the speakeasy portion. It was in one of the back rooms in a closet.
Yep. So she's gonna take something heavy, probably sharp, and break the tank
You
a
break
bit,
the
so it's
nozzle
leaking.
right off it.
Yeah. Then she's gonna go outside, probably just like kind of meander for a little bit, let some gas fill up, pop open a Zippo, and then toss it in.
When you toss it in, there's a satisfying whoosh from inside. Now, you're not staying to watch it because your Roscoe is a problem, but you hear the whoosh. You know it's up in flames down in that basement. You can see the flickering light on the wall of the alley itself as you have started a fire in the basement of Sylvester's. Sorry, Benway has started a fire in the basement of Sylvester's.
Exactly. And then she's gonna go back to the alley and fix her face.
Okay. Now,
Which isn't
there's 2 ways you could do it. You could heal aggravated damage, but since it's the same scene and you had an extra success, you can also use it to mold yourself back.
I'll just do that then.
Close enough. It's not perfect, but you're close enough that you can be Isabella as you're leaving the alley so that you can get back where you have time to heal the aggravated without risking frenzy.
Mhm.
Before she takes off, the owl is Ginny in owl form is actually going to land down by her, but I'm gonna roll again to turn myself into the like Ginny sized owl, the big sized one,
Mhm.
and kind of like tap my feet on the ground and kind of like trying to like move my wings, kind of point at my legs, like
Lift the head up.
yeah, like I'll I don't know, pick up a foot and kind of like grasp the talons and then kind of like point my wing at it, like with the leg, if that makes sense. I'm trying to signal like grab onto my legs.
Yeah, Isabella like kind of she like struggles with it, like she like grabs your back and like imagine you shake a little bit, and then she like tries for like your legs, and then she's like,
Yes.
oh, okay,
And,
got it.
So I'm gonna try and basically just lift us up out of the alleyway up onto like the rooftops, because I can drop us off on the roof for the club where we have that like roof access, so we don't have to deal with cameras anywhere then.
You are a human-sized, human-weighing owl. You can pick Isabella up.
Okay.
That is not a problem. I mean, it's tiring, but you're only going a block as you fly, as the crow flies, or as the owl in this case, straight back to the club to drop her on the roof. Gonna roll to see if anyone happened to have been looking up. Probably doubtful. Nobody seems to have pointed or anything at you as you went by. That would take a hell of a roll. As you're dropped off. And I'll let y'all, if y'all want to... Jenny going to say anything after dropping her off is up to you all.
No, I think Jenny's just going to de-shift and just be like, well, I'm glad that helped, so.
Face thing worked better than I thought. I was worried I wasn't going to get it for a bit.
Yeah, I mean, it looked good from where I was, from what I saw, so.
It was such a transition. I was worried that I wouldn't have the sculpting skills for it. But it worked out.
Yeah, you had a really grotesque individual to work with, so I think you had a little wiggle room.
Well, thank you for your assistance. I'm glad that you were there in case something went wrong.
Oh yeah, you're welcome. Good job on the fire, so. Probably should head out so they, well, yeah, I don't know. I might take off from here just so that there isn't all of a sudden people leaving the area after a fire started, so.
Yeah. See you around, Jenny.
Yeah, you too. Have a good one.
So you two go your separate ways. Now, Jackie, you're going out to meet Dread.
Mm-hmm.
Let me pull something up real quick. I want to get the name right here. As I can find the list here. Where is it?
Oh, is it the repair shop?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the name of the repair shop.
Mhm.
Because, you know, I can't remember the name of it, but that's where he's told you to meet him right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's staying
Yeah.
out of the city. I'll find the name of it here in a second, I think. No, I don't have it here. It's at the...
Hang on, I can tell you.
I know I had it at some point.
I believe her name's Thera or something.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Hang on, I can pull it up.
Yeah, because I want to make sure I use the right name, because that would, you know. Look in here. Yep, Thera.
Yep, there.
Yep.
Yeah, she's Greek.
Yep, Thera's motorcycle shop.
Mhm.
That's where he's told you to meet him. And when you pull up there, the feel at this place is different than it was when Tyrus was there.
Mm-hmm.
Still got a lot of people seem to be loitering around, but...
She recognizes some of them, yes?
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Wolfpack, various members.
That his biker gang.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you go over to the large door that leads into the bay for the motorcycle shop.
Mm-hmm.
And it's open when you come up. And Dred's in there. He's talking with a woman, black hair. You'd put her late 30s.
It's Thera.
Yeah.
Jackie actually speaks in Greek, and she tells Thera, "Good evening, Thera."
Good to see you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get those. I'll get the bike tuned up for you, Antheus, when I get a chance. He just nods at her. She's not part of the gang. She don't use his gang name.
Right.
As she walks off, "Hey, Jackie.
Hello.
Want to step in the office and talk?
Sure.
Because it's going to get noisy in here as she starts to work on the bike. It's tune up. It's time."
Sure. Lead the way.
And he takes you back to an office, and the office is, well, it's the office for the motorcycle shop. There are work orders, there are repair orders, there are parts, things on the desk. It's obviously not his office, but he goes in and props himself on the end of the desk. In a spot that there's no papers, it's obviously cleared just for him to plop his butt on, yes.
I take it this is your preferred seating arrangement in here.
Here lately. You know, yeah.
Oh.
Tyrus never met in here, but I don't feel like kicking Thera out of her bay when I want to have a talk with somebody.
Right.
New leadership, you know, new management.
How is Nitra?
Pissed, but she'll calm down. I mean, she's not challenging my authority. She's not challenging my leadership. I've taken over. Wolfpack's mine now.
The Wolfpack is to be abolished within the month.
They ain't abolishing the gang. I'll tell you that right
I know
now.
that, but you will no longer be Archons.
So that's why I haven't gotten any responses yet. I sent word up seeking direction. And I got crickets. I figured that's going to happen. But on confirmation, more useful than you think. The moment we lose our status, Jackson's going to come for us. We pissed in his Wheaties too many times. I'm going to make it real hard for him to find us then. Will be places where his gang members stand out. How's things on your end?
Oh, well, you know. Pissed in Kevin's Wheaties.
No, you're part of the club. You sure you don't want a leather jacket? I can get you one.
I have one, but you know,
I can
not
get you one that says
those.
Wolfpack on it. Like the rest of us.
Oh, it is, there's a situation where this is honestly staged. It is to try to draw out people. Because Maxwell and Loden are both circulating the city.
Loden was circulating the city.
No, he's healed now.
So I have to worry about that too. Thank you for telling me that. That's...
Mhm.
I know he's not gonna be polite. I know damn well he's gonna hold us responsible for his fault. We stayed out of it.
You did not stay out of it. You were busy.
No, we stayed out of it. Primogen. Talked to Tyrus. Recommended to Tyrus that the Wolfpack engage the Lupine, stay out of the politics. So we did. Different management, right?
Who spoke to Tyrus?
Primogen at the time. Trying to remember her name. One before Rosa.
The gang growled Primogen.
Yeah. So it was in the best interest of the clan to stay out of the fight. We could excuse it as dealing with the Lupine, which was our job. Let the politics go what it was.
You were not his bodyguards.
No, we weren't. But
Why would he hold you responsible?
because one of the things Tyrus had us doing was keeping peace in the city. Look, his sheriff was Balthazar. And then he had Nathaniel down in Anarch territory acting as a proxy sheriff. Caused a lot of problems, a lot of hurt feelings.
Well, Balthazar is no more. Nathaniel is no more. And Loden himself had staged the Lupine War.
The Lupine War wasn't the start of the problems. Odin was already in a shadow praxis.
I know.
He expected us to step in and deal with it. Tyrus said no. And Yanga was the name of the Primogen. I remembered now. So it's funny too, because right after the war, she fled the city.
Really?
Yeah. I always thought it was weird.
I'm sure there was a reason.
So he holds us to blame, I'm sure. You never knew Loden like I did. Never a man to forget a petty slight, even if it's imagined.
You know, the funny thing is, in his maddened state, he never once asked about the wolf pack. He only asked about Annabelle and other Primogen.
Of course, Annabelle was plotting against him.
Yes. He was not hyper-focused on you all at all.
Like I said, petty differences. He was focused on the ones who tried to take his title at the time. It's crazy. I wouldn't expect him to not be holding a grudge now.
I understand.
So we'll have to worry about Jackson, Loden's people. Maxwell's not been a problem yet.
Oh no, he's just sicking anarchs on me and my people. But you know it's fine.
He hasn't come after us. He's let us continue our ways up until the fall of Tyrus with dealing with his anarchs.
Mm-hmm.
That's a man playing both sides.
Exactly. Yes, well.
It's funny, though, you bring up anarchs because rumor has it the pit shut down
Yes.
due to some problems.
Mm-hmm. They decided to fuck around and now they find out.
So you all had a hand in that one?
Absolutely.
My contacts, they haven't been filled in yet.
They tried to do attacks on business holdings of my coterie.
Let me guess. Because that video that went around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yep.
that was conveniently delivered to them by Maxwell. If I get my hands on that fucking Bruja. And her eyes go stone cold.
You have to get in line.
I have my ways. But anyway. Yes, so they decided to attack 2 of the business holdings of my coterie. And I ascertained who the brains of the operation likely was.
That would be Mal Davis.
Yes. And
She's always been their brains.
And she often hangs out at the pit. So I decided to make the pit very unhospitable for her.
And catching fire is pretty unhospitable for her.
Mm-hmm.
Freak accident, though. I don't know how you arranged a drive-by to set fire to the building. That's a new one.
I did not do that myself. That was just happenstance that worked in my favor.
Incredibly lucky.
I know.
It didn't hurt that they still had that thin wood out front from where the car went into it.
Exactly. Went up like fucking cordwood.
Yeah. No. We're going to be moving around a lot.
I understand.
If you need us, go to Doc's.
I will.
Doc will always know where to find us.
Okay. I understand.
He's a good guy. He's the third Doc, but he's a good guy. Look, whoever runs the bar is always
It's
going to be
Doc.
Doc.
Yes.
It's tradition at this point. Things are going to get dangerous with us gone. Hope you understand that. We did more than just deal with the anarchs, deal with the lupine. We patrolled the goblin roads.
I know.
Now all you got is the psycho pomps to do it. And they're not really patrols. They just like to drive through it. Bunch of damn adrenaline junkies.
She leans in, puts a hand to his cheek, says, please stay safe.
Oh, we will. I guess if we're not archons, we don't have a reason to be restrained when people come after us anymore.
No,
The politics of the situation don't count anymore.
not at all.
I have a feeling some of our new guys are going to get blooded pretty quick. You stay safe. Sounds like a war of praxis is going on in Chicago's history of that.
Is very, very intense.
Tends to have a negative impact on the number of kindred living in the city. It's almost like it's a cycle to cut the population back every 100 years or so, though I think we weren't due for another 80.
Yeah. Well, if I survive it, I will be planning my move to Milwaukee.
You'll need someone to deal with the goblin roads up that way.
Exactly.
I'm sure there's psychopomps you could hire him. And he grins as he says it.
Now, why in the earth would I have need of that? And she kisses him and turns to walk out.
And he follows you out as he goes back over. And as you're walking out, his motorcycle is loud as shit.
Mm-hmm.
And you see Thera with her head cocked to the side. She's listening to the engine. She's judging the timing off a sound just with her head.
Mm-hmm.
And barely over the noise of the engine, you hear him comment, "She's good at that." And you head out to your vehicle, and Etienne drives you back.
Yep.
And with a busy night for everyone and a lot of revelations. Right here, everybody, we end Season 9, Episode 8 of Windy City After Dark. We've got 2 more episodes left. And some big shit's coming. Trust me when I say this. And I'd like to thank my players and the viewers. The player vote goes to everybody, which is pretty much a standard. I don't know why I ask them to vote anymore. Only because I like to see the input, to be fair. It's interesting to see the input. Please join us on our Discord. So you're aware, the Discord is where we cast our shows. It's also, we do weekly Zoom hangouts as available. But I want to point out, we have an open casting call right now. It's open until February 21st to be in a McStabber Studios stream. It is Scion, run by Zach Rules. Now, for those that have been on our Zoom chats and those hang out on a Discord, you've seen Zach Rules. He's been on other channels around. He's even got a panel coming up next week that he's going to be in. But if you want to get in to be the child of divinity, pop over to Discord, check out the casting couch, send him a message. It is mage at the next level. So check that out, everybody. Of course, you want to catch your back episodes, YouTube. Back episodes are on YouTube. Lots and lots of them. Just pop over to YouTube, catch the back episodes. Let's see. You want to catch some of our amazing friends like Mischievous Red and the Ivy Raven over here. Pop over to their Twitch channel. They're right there in the friends list. Give them a follow. Give them a subscribe. Check out, talk with them. They stream when they feel like it. They don't stream when they don't feel like it. It is their channels, not ours. That's how that works. You want to get you some Windy City merch, look right here. I'm drinking from one tonight. It's faded already a bit, but it's your boy Twitch. This is what happens when you leave it in the sunlight too long. Your boy Twitch he's a faded individual, but it's your boy Twitch mug I'm drinking from tonight. So get you some Windy City merch. That's on there. There's a whole bunch of Windy City merch. There's also McStabber Studios merch. So, pop over to the merch channel. And then finally, bits and donations. Those go to the players, not to the studio. If you want to give something to the players, why not show your biddies, as my wife likes to say, and give something to the players. If you want to do something for the studio, you can subscribe here on Twitch or pop over to our KoFi. If you're watching on YouTube, give us a follow on YouTube. Hit the bell little icon to get notified when we post new stuff. And like and comment on the video. It pushes us higher in the search ratings. And then maybe we'll go from $18 in a month to a whole $20 in a month off of YouTube residue. Residue. Yeah, revenue.
Revenue.
Yeah. It's residue with the amount of money you get from it. Trust me. Every little bit helps, And now I can turn it over to my wife for the schedule.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us for episode 8 of season 9 of Windy City After Dark. Coming up over the next week on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, we have season 2, episode 9 of Demon the Fallen. Woo, buddy. Yeah.
Raiding a faith mill.
Yeah. there's an encampment outside the city in the BFE that, yeah.
It is a brainwashing cult faith mill.
Yep.
And there's only one solution to it.
Burn it to the ground. So yeah, might be slurping some other demons this time around. So yeah, join us Tuesday for that, because that's going to be a hell of an episode. And then on Saturday, I believe Tiss is back.
I think maybe we'll find out.
We'll find out. We don't know yet. So hopefully Tiss will be back with Call of Cthulhu 7E London Esoteric Society at 3 p.m. Eastern on Saturday. And then, of course, we will be back here at 5 p.m. Eastern on Sunday with episode 9 of season 9 of Windy City After Dark.
And let me tell you, I know what I plan to do to everybody next episode. You don't want to miss it. As we're getting closer to the end, as always in the McStabber Studios Vampire Chronicle, the end of each season ends up with a crescendo of bad shit happening. Bad shit's happening. I just want to say that. And as we always in these streams, everybody, please take your mental health seriously. Check in on friends, family, loved ones. Check in on those around you. Make sure they're okay, because as my wife points out, a lot of the people you think are okay, it's a mask. They're not.
It's a mask.
They need somebody to reach out, just a kind voice, something, anything. And if you suffer from mental health issues like myself, first of all, as I just did, there's nothing wrong with letting people know you do suffer from mental health issues. The stigma that is attached to it needs to die in a fire, because we shouldn't have those stigmas to it, because it's okay to not be okay. Most of us are not okay in one way or another. And mental health is health. So if you don't have people you can talk to and you need help, please look in chat right now. There's numbers you can call or text 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you're not watching this live and just in a crisis situation, pop over our Twitch, pick a video, jump to the end of it, get the numbers out of chat, because the chat replays in Twitch too.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get the numbers, because if you're in crisis, we want you to get help. It's that important, everybody. So please take care of yourselves. Now let my wife do her final portion of it, because I know one of the things she's going to tell you, get shots.
Yeah, I'm a registered nurse. Tim Brad here's a registered nurse, and you need to get your damn shots.
Get them. Get your goddamn shots.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hospitals are packed. Nursing homes are packed. People are dying. And they're getting illnesses that we thought we eradicated because people aren't getting shots. Science deniers are literally causing people to die. So please get your shots. Truly, fuck Putin. Fuck the Iranian government. Fuck the House GOP, because they haven't done shit to help the American people since they took control.
I want to also do a special shout out to fuck DeSantis.
Yes,
He needs his own special fuck you from me.
Fuck DeSantis.
Yeah,
You know who else had those with uteruses track their fucking periods and report it? Communist China, when they had the one-child rule. Fuck DeSantis.
there's so many ethical things about that one. That's, yeah. He needs a special shout out of fuck him.
And fuck Missouri. Their fucking state government, yeah, fuck them. Trying to prevent trans kids from playing goddamn sports.
It's almost.
I know
all
it's
those
almost
states
every
at this
state,
point,
but they are
so.
really bad. Kids, little kids are going in there and saying, why are you taking things that we enjoy away from us?
Yeah.
They're hurting children. God.
Oh, also, just so everyone's aware, the Republicans are already moving the goalposts. It was originally just to protect children. Now they're saying that all trans people of any age should be outlawed in the U.S.
Yes,
So,
of course they are.
so they are actively calling for the genocide of trans people in the United States.
Yeah, they went for women first because they want us to basically die in childbirth if we aren't able to survive it. And now they're going for trans people. Next, they'll go for gays. Yeah.
And there's something else I want to bring up. Please do not buy the Hogwarts Legacy game. Please don't.
Please.
Do not support
Fucking shit.
that woman.
She is a horrible human being.
I know you have your rights to pick whatever game. Please don't buy that game. Don't support her.
If you think supporting the game is not supporting her, she has actively said that any people who buy Hogwarts merchandise she takes that as
Supports her
complicit
views.
support for her beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
She flat out said that.
And as a father of a
Because she's
trans
making
kid,
money.
as a father of a trans kid,
Mother of a trans kid. Yeah. Fuck her.
no. So I wanted to put that special call out in there.
Fuck that horse-faced bitch.
Yeah. So, please, I mean, you're going to do what you're going to do, and you have to live by your own ethics. But please don't.
Mm-hmm.
That's my hope.
Just saying.
That's my hope.
Yeah. Really, be kind, because this is what happens when people aren't kind. They hurt people that just want to exist.
Yep.
Be kind.
Yep. So from the cast of the show, please don't miss the last 2 episodes because you will regret it if you do. Some big shit's coming. And it's going to be tragic by the end of this season. Good night, everybody.